Mail day, mail day, mail day. What's up, internet? Every single muscle here, back again, and this time we're going to do something a little bit different. I just got back home from a trip to the East Coast. While I was there, I shot a couple really cool videos, including a toy hunt with Retro Slacker and a toy room tour of Brian Bonanno's amazing muscle collection, but those are for another day. Right now, the thing is, I just got back, and there were a couple things in my mailbox that I'd love to open up. Some things I know what they are, other things I'm not so sure. So yeah, it's mail day. Oh, and one more thing. When I was back east, I made another stop at the Museum of Nostalgia. I'd already done a video there, and I went back for something that I'd left behind the first time around. Something really cool that levels up my overall toy collection to the nth degree. It's this guy here. I'm gonna blur it out right now, but we'll get to it at the end of the video. Okay, so the first box I'm going to open up is a box from Michael Dentino, who goes by @MannyDijon on Instagram. We were chatting and we did a little bit of a trade. He also goes by Muscle Aficionado, which I very much relate to. So let's see what's inside this box. I've got a couple things in here. One of them is this monster in my pocket, monster wrestler in my pocket. I believe this was an exclusive figure that came with, it might have been Carl's Jr. or Hardee's or something like that. Anyway, traded for that guy. Pretty cool. We've also got 3 more of the Wendy's DC superheroes, Blue Beetle and Zatanna and Wonder Woman. Now here's the thing that I actually really wanted to trade for in the first place. This is the last Savage Mondo Blitzer I needed of the main set. This is Numchuck. And so with him, I finally completed what I consider the core set of Savage Mondo Blitzers. And what that means is that it has opened me up to finally being able to do a deep dive on Savage Mondo Blitzers. So with this guy, it allows me to make another video that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. I'm very excited about this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And there's something else in here that I was not expecting, and it is a Ninja Mite. And I got this great note from Mike, and it says, "Greg, thanks for the trade, man. That was fun. I'm tossing in a 1986 Panache Ninja Mites figure." Ninja stands for nasty, indestructible ninjas jumping about. One of many muscle copycats of the 1980s. Enjoy, man. Thanks again, Mike, a.k.a. Muscle Aficionado. Dude, thank you so much. I love Ninja Mites. I think they're so great. I'm happy to add one more to the collection. Now, admittedly, Ninja Mites are pretty interesting, so we'll talk about them in depth another time. Okay, package number 2. Let's see what it is. Oh, right. Okay, so I've ordered this off of eBay not that long ago. These are a couple Playskool Definitely Dinosaurs Cavemen figures. We've got this guy here, which I already have. The reason I made this purchase was for this dude, who I definitely needed. He's a little dirty. I'm not sure if you could tell. He might have the disease where there's just kind of a very slow, gradual rotting on the flesh there. There's nothing you can really do about it, but he's still really cool. I did not have this one or any of them that has this head sculpt, so I'm pretty excited to add him to the collection. I haven't talked about these yet, and I know I've teased it several times in other videos, so I think now's the time. Playskool Definitely Dinosaurs. This was a toy line in the late 1980s that was made by Playskool, so obviously it was intended for younger kids. There were dinosaurs of all sizes, and they were pretty primo. It was kind of the best dinosaur toys that were made prior to Jurassic Park.
We've got Playskool dinosaurs, are big and strong and tough. Spines and teeth and tails, jaws and horns and sails. We can play with them real rough. Ah, scared you, didn't I?
But for me, I was most interested in the cavemen. I had a couple cavemen growing up. My brother and I had gotten a 2-pack, I guess in the late 80s, and there was this bald guy, and then there was this dude with a big old mop of hair on top, and we had those for the longest time. And then just a few years later, I remember, again, still in my childhood, I got another one of the bald guy, except this dude had a teal jumpsuit. I don't know, it was just this beautiful figure, and I just loved it so much. And so we had these 3 Playskool Definitely Dinosaurs figures throughout our childhoods. And then as I got older, and I started to be one of those guys who, I don't know, goes to the flea market or goes to garage sales or, you know, pokes around online, I started to notice that nobody's really collecting these. Generally speaking, you can buy them for $3, $4, $5 a piece. It doesn't cost too much. And I felt like that might be a collection worth looking into. And so since those original 3 figures, I've amassed a large set of them. I have a whole bunch of them that I have here on my Timmy Battle Mountain, which is an amazing piece of plastic all on its own. And so I'm trying to collect all of them, all of the sculpts with all of the body combinations that exist. I have a checklist that I've made for myself. I'm pretty sure it's as accurate and complete as can be as far as the cavemen go. And so if you guys want to copy that checklist, I'll include it in the comments below. Okay, we're now on to package number 3. This comes from Jason Moore, who's an avid muscle collector. I feel like I've known him since way back when. I follow him on Instagram. I think I followed him way back in the day on the Little Rubber Guys message board. But he reached out to me not too long ago and said, hey, what's your address? And it was as mysterious as that. So I don't know what is in this package. We're going to find out together right now. If I can figure out how to open it. Well, you got to tape these things up. Otherwise, who knows what's going to... Mailman might steal your little rubber guys. Is there anything worse than that? Okay, let's see what's inside. All right, so first it is a little ball. This is reminiscent of a gashapon. I don't know what's inside. We're going to see. Oh, this is cool. All right, this is a Kinkeshi I do not own. Okay, let me clarify exactly what this is. In the world of M.U.S.C.L.E, there are these things called super rares. They are figures that were only produced in extremely limited quantities. And early on in the days of M.U.S.C.L E toy collecting on the internet, a figure came up in orange that many people thought was a super rare M.U.S.C.L E, but turned out not to be a M.U.S.C.L E at all. It was just a different sculpt from a different toy line that happened to be a spin-off of Kinnikuman, which is what M.U.S.C.L E was based on. And that figure was called X2, or at least that's the name that was kind of given to it by the collecting community. This is from the Ramen Man toy line, and I did not own it, and now he has joined my collection. This is pretty cool. But there's something else in here, and I've never seen these before, so this is pretty cool. Okay, awesome. So this is some sort of collectible card game with M.U.S.C.L E characters on it, with all the Kinnikuman characters on it. I didn't know this existed. It's in Japanese, obviously not a game that we got here in the United States. And, you know, I think this is art from the most recent TV shows. These must have come out in the last year or so. The Union Arena trading card game, it's called. Dude, these are so cool. What a surprise. What a delight. Okay, before I introduce the thing that I purchased at the Museum of Nostalgia, I want to talk about something else I bought online just a little while ago. There's a user on Instagram called For the Love of Old Toys, and he makes lots of cool custom stuff, a lot of them in the M.U.S.C.L E and Battle Beast adjacent sphere, which is, you know, where I play around in. And I bought this not that long ago. It is a beautiful little resin figure of Danny DeVito's character from It's Always Sunny in his wrestling gear. So this is the TRASHMAN.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage.
He's just exactly muscle scale. Here he is with a Battle Beast, just to give you the size comparison. It's so rad. Okay, so the Museum of Nostalgia, I stepped back in. I was in the neighborhood. I was back on the East Coast. The first thing I grabbed was this 2-pack of Men of Metal figures. 2 more Men of Metal are joining my Men of Metal army. They were just the right price. So we're up to, what's my count? 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 11 Men of Metal in my collection. But the thing I went back for is the MadBalls head popper. I've never owned a MadBalls head popper. I don't think I have any truly official MadBalls merch, or certainly not stuff from the 80s. But here he is. I believe this character's name is Bruise Brother or something like that. The Bruise Brother. There's his head. There's the body. Obviously, the little tab is broken because that's kind of standard with these things. If you're a MadBalls collector, you know how hard it is to come by one of these with a non-broken tab. And this is the first time I've actually kind of taken one and held it in my hand. And you can see the amount of pressure it takes. These things must have sprung off. It's so powerful and strong. It's not a surprise at all that little plastic tab broke off on all these things, because this thing has intense amounts of strength and pressure. Like, they must have, no wonder they all broke. It makes sense. But this is really cool because I think this levels up my collection to the nth degree. Like, I've got a few MadBalls adjacent things, but this is a head popper. This is some Grail stuff, you know? I think so. All right, so that's it. This was my impromptu unboxing video. I hope you guys dug it. Maybe I'll do more of them if I pile up enough boxes of things on the way. But here's a picture of the entire haul so you can kind of see all the good stuff I got. This is just a magical pile of little plastic. I have a plastic crack addiction. There's no doubt about it. And let's see if we can cobble this into a video worth watching. Now, whether I'm able to pull that off or not, stick around for more every single battle beast and more every single muscle.